How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk Eddie Hearn, possible. I mean, I don't even know what to call this. I mean, the guy's, getting in the middle of, one of the biggest fights in the heavyweight division in a long time. And if you guys don't know, Filip Hrgovic is promoted by Eddie Hearn, and Filip Hrgovic is 15-0 with 13 knockouts. He just went life or death with his last opponent, and I just feel like Filip Hrgovic, it's his time. But I think he's waited this long. I think he can wait one more time, man. You're literally stopping. Eddie Hearn is pretty much saying that Filip Hrgovic will not step aside. Okay, they're saying Filip Hrgovic would not step aside. Okay, for the Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fight. Okay, he will not step aside for that fight. That is one of the biggest fights in the heavyweight division in the last, umpteen years. Okay, I think this fight is even bigger than, I think the Usyk versus Tyson Fury fight is even bigger than the Klitschko versus Tyson Fury fight, to be honest with you. Usyk never being beaten. Klitschko had been beaten multiple times. Nobody's, unlocked the Da Vinci Code for Alexander Usyk. He only got 20 fights, and he's looking at another undisputed, reign at heavyweight. He's already had an undisputed reign at cruiserweight, and this is pretty much unheard of for a guy with only 20 professional fights to be fighting the top guys at the top level, and seemingly doing it with ease. Usyk is a different breed, man. I don't think you guys are gonna understand the talents that we have until they're gone. That's what we gotta see right now in the heavyweight division. A lot of these guys want a name like Filip Hrgovic. I know this can change your life. I know it's a life-changing, bag. But Eddie Hearn, you promote Usyk too. You dumbass. Why would you stop your fighter, Alexander Usyk, from being an undisputed champion? Okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you. There's kind of if you think about it, you guys, I read a little bit more in depth to this fight. There's more out here about this fight. You guys know that this is for the IBF strap. Filip Hrgovic is the mandatory, I believe, for the IBF strap. I believe he's a mandatory doing all this shit, right? Blocking, undisputed, fights and shit from happening. I mean, what has Filip Hrgovic done in his career to deserve to stop an undisputed belt from happening? He beat the guy from China. Excuse me if I'm butchering his name. Ching Lai. Excuse me if I'm butchering his name. Like I said, I haven't seen him fight too many times in America. The one time I did see him fight on live TV, he lost to Filip Hrgovic. Excuse me if I'm butchering his name. Much respect to him. It was, like I said, he could have won that fight. A lot of people think he might have won that fight, but they gave it to Filip Hrgovic, and now Filip Hrgovic is like, screw this. I almost got beat by, that guy was like 40 years old. They got Filip Hrgovic, pretty much lost to. And I mean, if you're literally going life and death with 40-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? what do you think a prime Alexander Usyk's gonna do? What do you think a, in shape Tyson Fury is gonna do to you? I mean, you're blocking an undisputed fight. I feel like you're not gonna beat either one of these guys. In my eyes, Filip Hrgovic is not gonna beat Alexander Usyk, and Filip Hrgovic is definitely not gonna beat Tyson Fury. Period. What does Filip Hrgovic have that Deontay Wilder didn't have for Tyson Fury? And what does Filip Hrgovic have that Anthony Joshua doesn't have for Usyk? It's like, I just truly feel like, he hasn't done a whole lot in the sport. Yes, Eddie Hearn is promoter, but I thought Eddie Hearn was trying to make this undisputed fight. Now you're saying that you're gonna stop this fight, from happening, and put your guy Filip Hrgovic at the top. I just feel like, man, it's crazy, man. But to make a long story short, there is a twist to the story. Okay, this is for the IBF title, you guys, and you guys know who's in the IBF rankings, you guys. Yes, Eddie Hearn's favorite guy, Anthony Joshua, pops up again, and he appears again. He appears again, you guys. Oh, damn. Somebody just got pulled over. Gotta be safe, y'all. I gotta do speed limit out here. But yeah, man, there's a twist. Anthony Joshua, okay, is the number 3 ranked opponent, okay, in the IBF. And the reason why I bring his name up is because if Alexander Usyk wants to go forth with the Tyson Fury fight, he would have to pretty much, he would have to, drop his IBF belt. Alexander Usyk has 3 or 4 world titles. If you're including the IBO and the ring, you guys know he has the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA, and Tyson Fury has the WBC. So pretty much, it would be for the WBA and the WBO if Filip Hrgovic, didn't step aside. I guess that's what they're saying in the news article I read. And you guys got to understand, man, right now that Eddie Hearn is going to look out for his guys. But you're promoting Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, and Filip Hrgovic, and you're trying to make them all happy. Pretty much what Eddie Hearn is, he's trying to do is, he's trying to get Anthony Joshua back in the heavyweight picture. That's what he's trying to do. And I think right now, with this move of Filip Hrgovic staying firm on not stepping aside, it fucks up a lot of things. Fucks up a lot more things than you guys think. For one, it messes up. This fight, between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. If everything is true that what I'm reading is true, it's looking like it's gonna mess up Tyson Fury, and because Filip Hrgovic is the mandatory. But not only that, I feel like Eddie Hearn is gonna try to look out for his guy, Anthony Joshua, because he's the number ranked fighter in the IBF rankings. So the reason why I bring up he's the number 3 ranked opponent is because guess who's number 2? Andy Ruiz. And guess who's number 1? Filip Hrgovic. Okay? If Filip Hrgovic plans to go forth with this like he's planning on it, and push his mandatory spot, and I guess try to break up Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk's fight from happening, pretty much what this is going to do is this is going to, the IBF is going to go down the rankings, and they're going to say the next suitable challenger is Andy Ruiz at number 2. Andy Ruiz already has a fight to go through the WBC, but if you're Andy Ruiz, do you do you pretty much forfeit or, back out of a deal that you pretty much, I'm pretty sure Al Heyman's got most of that deal done, with Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. And so if you're Eddie Hearn right now, you're trying to please all your heavyweight guys at one time. You're trying to, because what I'm thinking Andy Ruiz may not take this fight, because Andy Ruiz, I believe, has some type of deal going on through the WBC, and he's been adamant about this WBC. And, that Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder fight is almost set in stone because it's an in-house fight. Both fighters are promoted by PBC. Meaning, would you stop an in-house, if you're Al Heyman, would you stop an in-house fight where you're making money off both fighters because they're both your fighters, to get just one of your fighters a shot at the title? And I don't know if Al Heyman does that. I'm going to be honest with you guys, from a business standpoint. Obviously, world titles, but you got Floyd Mayweather saying, and he's a part of the PBC, you got Floyd Mayweather saying, recently that, currency, over legacy. So it's like they're picking the money, man, and that's what a lot of fighters are doing right now. They're picking the money over the legacy. And Floyd Mayweather right now, has a beautiful legacy and a beautiful record, and beat some of the best fighters in the world. But there's a new generation. And the new generation we want to see fight each other. And that's why I want to see Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fight each other. Eddie Hearn, go fuck off. Excuse my language. But come on, man. Like, why can't we see what we really want to see? Is Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury for all the marbles. That's what we want to see, you guys. I know you guys at home want to see it. I want to see it. Shit, let's turn up to see it. Golly. Damn. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think, man. Do you guys think that Eddie Hearn is doing the right thing by stopping this Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury fight for Filip Hrgovic if he decides to push his mandatory position? And, from what Eddie Hearn is saying, that they're not willing to step aside. Eddie Hearn is saying that Filip Hrgovic is not stepping aside for this fight, which I don't understand. I really don't understand. You're not stepping aside for this fight. Like, come on, bro. And yeah, man, let me go though, man. It was dope talking about this. I really want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Please, whatever you guys do, smash that like button and subscribe. And until the next time, you guys, peace.